Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome everyone in today's class, elementary grade. Our textbook is Week 3, and today, inshallah, we will cover Unit 12, My Dream Vacation, Phonics Practice on page 120. This lesson will be presented by me, teacher Mazen Al-Harbi. So let's begin. Quick revision in our last lesson. In our last lesson, we did learn something that we call the phonics toolbox, where we learned that sometimes when we have two separate letters, when we join them together, they pronounce one sound unit. So for example, here we have the letter B, and here we have the letter L. B and L. But if we say them together as one unit, they will sound as a unique sound or as a unified sound. For example, black. So here we have B, we have L, then black. So this is why that joining these words together and putting them together is important if we want to make sounds. So now for the other example we have, which is B and R. So if we add the B and R, we have this word which is, or that starts with BR, like break, break. And also C, if we add to it L, we will have a word like clay, clay. And also C with R, when we add them together, and we will have a sound as in cry, cry. And here we have P. If we add to it L, we'll have a sound as in plant. And the same goes here. If we have the letter P and the letter R, when we have them together, we'll have a sound as in price. The same goes here. We have F and we have L. Then we will have a sound as in flower. The same goes here. We have F and R. If we add them together, we'll have a sound as in fries. And with G and R, we'll have a sound as in green. And with S and N, we'll have a sound as in snail. And here with S and P, we'll have a sound as in sport. And with S and T, we'll have a sound as in star. So it is important that we know with all of these verbs or with all of these letters, when we add to them another letter, they may have or they may be pronounced as different sound units. So now what we're going to do is we're going to learn and to talk about different words with a different sound unit. So let's begin first with the first sound unit we have, which is P and L. So I'm going to say the word and I would like you to follow with me. So the first word we have here is plant, plant. And plant is a small tree that we usually have in our house. And the second word for the P and L sounds is planet, planet. Planet, which is in our solar system, where we can see different planets as the Earth and the Sun. Planet. Next, we have the third word with the PL sound unit, which is plate, plate, which is a plate that we usually serve when we eat. And after this, the fourth word with the P and L sound is play, play. As we have what you mean a play when you play football or when we play different games. And here we have the other sound unit that is made of P and R for words like present, present. And the same, which is a gift, a present, which is a gift that we usually give each other in different occasions. And the other word with this sound unit, P and R, which is prize, prize, which is usually a kind of trophy that is given in after certain context or after competition, prize. And the third word with the PR sound unit, which is propeller, propeller, which is a fan that we use for cooling and other uses. And also the fourth word with the PR sound unit, which is price, price, which is the amount of payment we pay when we go to different shops or different supermarkets. And also last time we did talk about different blends. And these, the first blend we did talk about is the blends of F and L, as in this word flag, flag. And we said that flag, as in Saudi Arabia flag, which is a flag that we use in official occasions to anything to represent the country or the place of the flag. And also the other sound blend that we did use last time, which is F and R, as in frog, frog, which is a green animal that lives between the sea and the land. And then the other blend we have is S and N, as in the word snake, snake, which is an animal that has no legs or arms, snake. And also the other blend that we did learn last time, which is G and R, as the color green, green. And we said that green is a color that we usually use and represent also our flag. And also the other blends that we did talked about last time in our lesson, which is S and P. And the word is spring, spring, which is the season that we usually have after winter, spring. And then the other blend or sound blend we have, which is S and T, like the word stop, stop, which is a sign we usually see at the streets to stop without moving. So now let's get to know our objectives in today's lesson. So at the end of our lesson, we hope that you will be able to point and say the key words with K and N, and also I, G, H, and also W and R, and then the words that end with LE. So what is interesting about KN and IGH and WR, that here we have in these three blends, we have silent letters. letters that we do not pronounce, letters that we do not say. So here it is important that when we look at these words and when we say them is that to keep them silent without saying them. So now let's get to know the words. What are the words that are silent and what are the words that are not? And to do this, I would like you to open your books on page 120. I would like you please to open your books on page 120. So on page 120, we will see more rules. We will see more rules. And what do you mean by rules of these blends is that some of these blends may have two letters, but we pronounce only one letter. Yes, they have two letters, but we pronounce only one of them. So here, what I would like you to do is to listen to me and say the words, and after this to point and say the key words, the words that we did highlight, and then listen again and check all of these words. So this is what we are going to do today. So now let's start with the first word and the first blend. The first blend here we have is K and N. So K and N is the first blend. And here is the new information you may or you may not know, which is that words starts with K and N. When we pronounce them, we usually keep the K silent. We usually keep the K silent. So here, just listen to me to how I pronounce this word and say it after me. So here we have the first word, which is knob. Knob. Say after me, knob. So here we have knob starts with K-N-O-B. But when we pronounce it, we only say, we keep the K silent, and we only say knob. Knob. Knob, which is a doorknob. Now let's listen for the second word. The second word here also starts with the blend K and N. And what we're going to do is we're going to listen to how it is pronounced. And as we have learned that we always keep the K silent. So here the word will be knock. Knock. Say after me, knock. So this is how we keep this word silent. Knock, which is when you knock at the door. Now the other word, which is knee. Knee. Say after me, knee. Knee, which is this part of our body. This is, we call it knee. And then the other word, which is knife. Knife. Say after me, knife. So it is important that you know, yes, we do write the letter K, but we don't pronounce it. We only write the letter K. We don't pronounce it, we only write it. So also we have other blend, which is I, G, and H. And in this blend, we also, there is a letter that we don't pronounce, which is, or two letters we don't pronounce, which is G and H. For example, for this word, the word is night. Night. Say after me, night. So here we kept G and H silent, and we pronounce the other letters. Night. The other word that we have here is light. Light. Say after me, light. So here we kept G and H silent letters. The same goes here for this word. So here this word is right. Right. So here we kept G and H silent as well. And here the other blend we have, which is that starts with W and R. And here we keep W as silent as in this word, right. Right. So with right, we kept W silent. The same goes here. Rest. Rest. We kept W silent in this word. And now, with the last words, we have the words that ends with L and E. The first one we have is bubble. Bubble. So here we keep E silent, as in bubble. And also, as in this word, table. Table. And needle. Needle. And then bottle. Bottle. So at the end, it is important that you can practice words with these blends and know what are the letters that are silent and that are not. So now we have reached the end of our lesson. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.